Hello, explorers, and welcome to our adventure. Are you ready to solve a mystery that's older than your grandparents, older than their grandparents, a mystery that's thousands of years old? Today, we're going on a special journey deep, deep inside one of the most amazing buildings ever created, the Great Pyramid.
You might have seen pictures of pyramids on the outside, but have you ever wondered what's really hidden on the inside? I promise there are some big surprises waiting for us. We're going to find things that are so secret they've been hidden away for thousands and thousands of years. It's like a secret world, locked away inside a giant mountain of stone.
Okay, explorers, let's start our investigation. First things first, let's think about what a pyramid actually is. When you look at it from the outside, it looks a little bit like a giant pointy house, doesn't it? A house fit for a king or a queen. But is that what it's really like? Is it like our houses on the inside with rooms and hallways? Let's find out.
Wow, now look at this. On one side, we have a house, just like yours or mine. See all the rooms? There's a living room, a bedroom. Lots of open space filled with air so we can walk around, play, and live. And look at all those windows to let the sun shine in. But now, look at the other side. Look at the pyramid. It's the total opposite. A pyramid is almost all solid rock. Imagine a giant chocolate bar. It's not hollow inside, is it? It's solid chocolate all the way through. A pyramid is like that, but with giant stone blocks instead of chocolate. It's not empty. It's full of heavy, heavy stones. And notice, there are no windows at all. It's a completely different kind of building.
That's exactly right. There's no front door to open to a big living room. Let's think about it with Legos. If you were building a house with Legos, you'd build the walls but leave the inside empty, right? But to build a pyramid, you would take thousands and thousands of Lego bricks and stack them all on top of each other until you have a giant, solid mountain of bricks. That's what a pyramid is like, a person-made mountain of stone. But, and here's the super secret part, when the builders were making this giant mountain, they did leave a few secret, tiny, hidden passages inside. And that's where our real adventure begins.
Okay, explorers, are you ready to go inside? To start our journey into the pyramid, we first have to find a hidden entrance. And once we're inside, we can't just stand up and walk around. Oh no. We have to go through some very, very small tunnels. These tunnels are so special, they even have their own name.
These tiny tunnels are called shafts. That's a new word for us. Let's say it together nice and slow. Ready? Shafts. Let's try it again, like we're whispering a secret. Shafts. One more time, nice and loud. Shafts. Great job. A shaft is a very long, very skinny tunnel. They are so small that grown-ups have to get down on their hands and knees and crawl to get through them. Imagine you're crawling through a play tunnel at the park, but it's totally dark and the tunnel is made of stone and it's hidden deep inside a giant pyramid.
That's the perfect way to think about it. As you can see, it really is like a secret maze hidden inside a mountain. This isn't like walking through the hallways at your school. This is a maze made of those tiny shafts we just learned about, hidden deep, deep, deep inside that mountain of stone. Imagine it. It would be very dark and very, very quiet. The only sound would be your own breathing as you crawl along. We have to follow the path very carefully to see where it leads. Are you ready to crawl inside with us? Okay, let's go.
Okay, we've crawled through the long, dark shafts, we've followed the secret map, and we've arrived somewhere special. Even though the pyramid is almost completely solid, the ancient builders made a couple of very important, very secret rooms deep inside. Okay, so after crawling and crawling through those shafts, we finally arrive somewhere. Deep in the very middle of the pyramid, the builders made two very special secret rooms. These special rooms are called chambers. Can you say that word? Chamber. A chamber is just another word for a room, but a very special and secret one. There was a king's chamber and a queen's chamber. These two chambers were the most protected, most secret, most important spots in the entire pyramid. The whole giant mountain of stone was built just to keep these two little rooms safe.
And it's really important to remember, these chambers aren't like big, fancy bedrooms in a castle. They are more like small, secret boxes made of giant stone blocks. They're hidden so deep inside the pyramid, right at the end of those long, skinny shafts we crawled through. They're right in the heart of that stone mountain, surrounded by millions and millions of heavy blocks. They were the safest rooms in the world. But wait, we've talked about tiny shafts and small chambers, but we haven't gotten to the biggest surprise yet. There is one part of this secret maze that isn't small at all. In fact, hidden inside this solid mountain is something that looks like a giant indoor staircase, and it is huge!
On our way to the most important room, the king's chamber, we have to go through a tunnel that is completely different from all the others. After all that crawling, something amazing happens. Are you ready for the big reveal? What do you think it is? It's called the Grand Gallery. Say that with me. The Grand Gallery. Isn't that a wonderful name? Let's figure out what it means. The word grand means something is really big and amazing and super important. And the word gallery is just a fancy word for a long hallway. So the Grand Gallery means the big, amazing hallway.
It is. This is the most amazing part of our entire journey. Just imagine, for so long, we have been crawling on our hands and knees through those dark, tiny shafts. And then, all of a sudden, the tunnel opens up, and we can stand up. And when you look up, the ceiling is so high above your head. It's way, way, way up there. In fact, it's so tall you could stack 3 whole houses on top of each other, and they would fit inside. After all that crawling, you are now standing at the bottom of a giant staircase that leads up, up, up into the very heart of the pyramid. It is the biggest, widest, and tallest space inside the whole entire thing. Wow! What an incredible adventure inside that mountain of stone. We started in tiny, tiny tunnels, and we ended up in a giant, giant hall. We crawled through shafts, we found the secret chambers for the king and queen, and we were totally amazed by the giant Grand Gallery. Let's look at our adventure map and trace the secret path we took.
Okay, let's trace our steps together on the map. First, we started at the secret entrance. Then, we went into the shafts. Remember those tiny tunnels we had to crawl through? After that, our path led us to the first secret room, the Queen's Chamber. From there, we entered that amazing, super tall hallway, the Grand Gallery, and we walked all the way up its giant staircase. And at the very top, we finally reached our destination, the King's Chamber, the most secret room of all. We did it! We explored the entire secret maze.
And that's our look inside the pyramid's secret chambers. So now you know the truth. A pyramid isn't an empty building at all. It's a solid mountain of stone with a wonderful secret maze hidden inside. Now it's your turn to be the explorer. If you could discover a brand new secret room that no one has ever seen before, what would you name it? The Chamber of Stars? The Hall of Treasure? Think about it. Thanks for exploring with us today.